doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, sorry to keep y'all waiting, but I had to finish my apple. I had to finish eating my apple. I was eating me an apple. Have you ever eaten an apple before? What's going on, man? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Not gonna be in front of you long today. Not gonna be in front of you long today. Got to get this intraday price section recap out of the way, and then we got a session with the boot camp later. The Apple coming back with a vengeance. The Apple said, "I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm a beast." For those that's on IG, I'm talking about my shirt. The Apple says, "I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm a beast. It's coming back with a vengeance." You feel me? All right. Let's get to it, man. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. If this is your first time tuning in to the amazing Tim's Tidbits, or should I say the awesome Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome, and I want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's Big Spider if you don't hablo Espanol, and you are now in tune to another episode of the Intraday Price Action Recap. First time, but not the last. All right, then. With no fear. I appreciate that. We ain't even started yet. He said this ain't the last. It ain't my first time, but it ain't the last. You hear me? I'm coming through. I'm coming through in the do. Who in here from Florida? Who know what do is? Can somebody tell me if they know what do is? When somebody say, "I'm coming through in the do," if they say, "I'm coming through in the do," what are you talking about? That's the trivia question of the day. If someone from South Florida, especially Fort Lauderdale, Florida, if someone says, "I'm coming through in the do,"
do I get the answer?
no, you don't get the answer. If somebody says, and for those who don't know, that's my brother in the Discord talking about can I answer, right? If somebody says, "I'm coming through in the do," what does that mean, right? What does that mean? What does it mean if they say, "I'm coming through in the do"? Okay. Ain't nobody gonna get this. Ain't nobody. Let me see who up in here. Then we gonna get started, man. We got Here to Learn and Share up in here. What's going on? No, coming through in the do, not a deuce. Coming through in the do. Right? Coming through in the do. We got Kim up in here. Right? We got Ashwan Todd up in here. Shout out Ashwan Todd. It's like I oopsed up on Ashwan Todd's YouTube page the other day. I say, wait a minute. Who in the world is AJ? I don't know an AJ. Then I say, wait a minute. That's Ashwan Todd. Ashwan Todd got fully realized dreads out there slanging cars like keys. You know what I'm saying? Got motivational videos and stuff on his YouTube. Shout out Ashwan Todd, man. I oopsed up on his YouTube page the other day. What's going on, Kashaya? Cameron. We haven't seen Cameron in a month of Sundays. Shout out Wiz No Fear. Wiz No Fear said it's my first time, but not my last. Shout out Seawalk. Here to Learn and Share. No, not Duval. Not Duval. I'm from South Florida. I said South Florida. Fort Lauderdale to be precise. All right. What's up to Yolanda, aka Shonister? We got Jim in the Discord. We got Lump in the Discord, and we got Yolanda in the Discord. Y'all, let's go ahead and get to it, man. Let me share my screen with y'all, and we gonna get into it. Let me share my screen with y'all, and y'all ain't got no more guesses. Ain't nobody else gonna guess about. He learned shit. I said no clue. Ain't nobody else got no guess about what they think coming through in the do is. Oh man, Lump, would you like to share with the people what a person is talking about if they say they coming through in the do? Lump done fell asleep in the chat, y'all. Lump done went to sleep. Lump not sharing with y'all what a person is talking about when they say coming through in the do. Yolanda said in the morning? In the morning. In the afternoon. All right. Since Lump done fell asleep, I will share with you what a person is talking about if they say they coming through in the do. They are telling you that the air condition, the AC, the air conditioning in their motor vehicle is extremely cold, and they are riding in this air conditioned motor vehicle, and it's feeling really good. The air conditioning, and it got to be extremely cold. It's not due. It's not due if it's not extremely cold. It has to be extremely cold. It's got to be so cold that it's causing your windows and your mirrors to fog up. You're wiping the condensation off of your rearview mirror so you can see. Your passengers are in there mad at you because it's so cold inside your vehicle. That's what a person means when they say I'm coming through in the do. Coming through in the do.
I'm in here with Pat Tim. I ain't here if anybody got that yet. Anybody got that?
I asked you to tell him, and then I just went on ahead and told him.
I can't hear. I'm in the chair with Pat.
Okay, while you talking, tell him. I already told him what it is, but tell him what it is.
Blowing the AC in the car, you know that.
Blowing the AC, and it's ice cold. That's what I'm saying. Ice, it's got to be cold. If it ain't cold, it ain't due.
But yeah, we tuned in, but I'm in the chair right now.
All right, what's up, Pat? Hey, let's get to it, man. Like I say, I ain't gonna be before you long today. What's going on, man? Hey, Pat, I ain't got no crystal ball. I ain't got no crystal ball.
Okay.
All right, man, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. We today, right? Today, as you see, right, it's been that same old story. Right? And what do you mean, Tim, by that same old story? Can somebody tell me, can somebody read my mind and tell me what I mean by it's been that same old story? Somebody read my mind and tell me what I mean when I say it's been that same old story. That's right. You got to spell it the fancy way. You didn't spell it the fancy way, Yolanda. The morning session has been garbage. You got to spell it French. You got to spell it French. It's been garbage. Okay? The morning session was garbage, right? And then when we moved into the lunch, from the lunch to the afternoon, right? It moved, and then it got back to a little area where it was tricking people to try to chase price, right? And then it closed off of the low, right? We made a low, went up and closed off of the low. Ooh. Let's check something real quick. Let's see if we got a 20 to 30% retracement on the day. Right? Since everybody all be like, it's Friday. Can we get a TGIF set up? It's Friday. Tim, let me go to full screen so y'all can see how y'all look when y'all be asking me this stuff. Tim, do you think we're gonna get a TGIF set up? Tim, let me I ain't gotta worry about that. Hey, you know, can I get a TGIF set up, Tim? You think so, Tim? That's how y'all be looking when you be asking me the same questions over and over, right? So, run from the highest high to the lowest low on the day here, and let's do our 20. Oh, look at that. We got us a 30% pullback. We pulled back, right? We pulled back off the low between 20 to 30%. And that's where we closed out right there. We closed out right there between 20 to 30% on the day. Got us a little TGIF on Friday. All right. Now, let us go look at price. Now, we was talking about that price did some of the same old that it's been doing throughout the day. Right? Boot camp people. This is an opportunity for you to see where your thesis can play out perfectly to the T. If you are lucky enough to participate in your thesis, you can make money. Right? And then the market can do something totally different on the day and make it look like you were totally wrong. Right? Make it look like you was told, if you told somebody what your plan was in the morning, right? If you told someone what your plan was for, like, if yesterday, right? If yesterday you said, hey, I'm looking for reasons to buy. I'm bullish. I'm looking for reasons to go long. Right? And then they say, oh, okay, yeah, cool. And then today, at the end of the day, they come up here on the price action recap and say, Tim said he was going to go long. Tim got busted in the head today. Right? But Tim just sitting over there quiet because Tim plan played out to the T during the time window where he trades. Played out to the freaking T. Right? To the freaking T. Okay? Because when we came in to the morning call, right? Price was here. It was right there. It was getting ready to make that candle. Okay? It was getting ready to make that candle. All right. Who was in there? I want somebody who was in there to tell the people, right? To tell the people what this area was here and what was the target based off of this area right here. Somebody that was on there this morning that remember. Unmute for me. First of all, tell me, what was this area right here? Unmute for me and tell me, what was this area right here? Y'all embarrassing me out here in these streets. Now can't nobody hear me.
It's a hourly fair value gap.
It was a 4 hour. Okay, yeah. It was a fair value gap. And
Okay.
what was
Hour. And I think
what was
for
the
hours.
significance of this fair value gap? What was this? What was the significance of this fair value gap? What was this?
It was a ARP.
Okay, you need a little help. There you go. This was the ARP, right? And based off this ARP right here, right? This you probably can't see the words, but this is midnight. This is the ARP. And based off this ARP right here, what did I say the target would be? Right here. What did I say the target would be?
Oh, to go and sweep the what was that? The Asian highs, I believe.
You said the Asian highs?
The
Talk about these
the
right here?
the yes, over to your left. Not the two relatively equal highs, yes.
Right there. You listen you looking at YouTube. That's why it's such a delay. You looking at YouTube.
I am. I need to. Yeah.
Right there. Right there. That's what you talking about right there?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. You can go
And
back on mute. You go back on mute with your delay.
My bad.
You go back on mute. You got me out here.
I think what you said, just so the people know, you said if it sweep that, it would be a chance if you were bearish because it would be back above midnight open and the daily open, the 9:30 open, and I'm done.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we talked about. She said, "Yeah, if y'all couldn't hear Yolanda with the super delay, she said this how it was. What you think? That's a ARP. What I said the target was." The Asian. But if y'all couldn't hear what she said, right? Because I wanted somebody else to say it, not me, right? This right here was the anticipate. Because for me, right, since we're in a buy program, I've been looking for reasons to buy, right? This right here was my 4-hour ARP that was below price when price closed yesterday, right? Price had got there and wasn't showing a willingness to break down, right? Wasn't showing a willingness to break down. We had swept liquidity, right? We went above the buy side. We came down, respect the order block. We pushed up, traded back down into that order block right there. Okay? All this is based off of our anticipatory reactionary point. And then we went and took out, get up there, the buy side. Exactly like we talked about before it happened, right? If you were able to trade off of this order block or that fair value gap, right? Then you took out the target that you wanted and you were profitable and your thesis played out correctly in your favor. However, if you waited until the market started showing bearish tendencies right here, Right? We came up and took out buy side. Then we came back down and took out the sell side. Right? What does that indicate? Right? When we take out the low that sent us to the high that swept liquidity, what does that imply? What does this signature right here imply? All right. This bearish breaking market structure right there, right? You can count this one, but especially this one, right? This bearish breaking market structure right there, what does that imply? Right? What does that imply? Market wants to go lower. The market wants to go lower, right? So over here, when we was here in this area, and when we was in this area right here, right? The market was in a sell program. And when we got right here, it stopped showing a willingness to go down or up, right? When we got here, right? What did the market do right here? Right? What is that? The market took out this high, that high right there, took out that low, right? So right here was an indication right there that the market could possibly want to go up, right? For my confirmation's sake, right? What did I say yesterday? Whenever we're in high resistance and we're just chilling here right here, I'm not the guy that tries to pick this first little move right here. Right? I want to see a breakout and a respect of this, right? And then an opportunity to participate. We comes back to the order block right there. Boop, order block, go up, right? That right there is the opportunity to participate before New York, right? This the opportunity to participate before New York open, and this move right here. And then this move right here was the opportunity to participate off of that order block after the New York open, right? So we got an opportunity to participate in the move before New York open. And notice we came up here and we did not take out the liquidity, right? However, we did take out anybody who was trailing their stops to the line chart high, right? Because the line chart defaults to the close. Anybody that was trailing their stop there, they did get taken out. Whap, give me your money, right? Taken out just before the market opened. Whap, give me your money, right? And then the market came back down into that same bullish order block right there. But notice it did not, right, take out the low, right? It did not take out the low. And then we went up and took out the buy side liquidity, right? Giving us what? Our Judas swing on the morning, right? Because we took out the high, came down and took out the low. Coming into a new anything, right? You can anticipate a Judas swing. You're not always going to get it, but you can anticipate a Judas swing, right? That's why I always tell the gang when we're watching price, right? When we're watching price, because when you're just reading price and you're trying to understand what price is doing, you're trying to learn, you don't want to go in it heavy-handed thinking you're right about what price is going to do. I always tell them, you see this here, right? This move here, You would be anticipating this to be a Judas swing if you're bearish, right? You would be anticipating this to be the start of the wig snatcher if you're bullish, right? Just showing how to see it as it's coming up. So once you get to the point where you understand how to read price and you already have your bias in place, these are the things you're looking for as they develop. See this move here, you're anticipating this. You see this move here, you're anticipating that. If you want price to go up, if you want price to go down, right? Once price starts moving. Like when we talk about wanting to see price hit that right there, you don't want to see price take out this low. You want this low to be protected, right? You want to see price respect this. When we're going up, we want to see speed going through this PD array right here. We want to see that speed going through, right? And let's talk about that speed for a second. Let's go down to the 1 minute chart, all right? Let's go to the 1 minute chart right here. All right, if we look here, all right, if we look right here, as price, let's do this right here. Let's do this right here. All right, as price was printing, and we're going to go down. We're going to see if we can get some 1 second charts right here. All right, let's go back to a 1 minute chart real quick. All right, so on the 1 minute chart, right, we're going to come here and we're going to put a highlight around this 1 minute candle right here. Okay, and we're going to make this highlight blue. Now, who in the Discord can talk? Who in the Discord that was woke during this morning's session and can talk for me? All right. Who in the Discord that was woke during this morning's session and can talk for me? As we go to we're going to go to 1 second candles. All right. So we can get a good feel for this here. All right. As we were, make this big. Right there. Now, this right here, all right, what is this over here? Talk to me. Come on in. Yolanda, if you the one that's gonna talk.
Don't do me like that.
Are you listening through YouTube or Discord? Which one you listening through? I got my answer. I got my answer.
Both of them. Do I need to turn one off?
Nah, just as long as you can hear me, right? What is this right here, right?
That's that first presentation fair value gap.
First presentation fair value gap, right? And based off what price was doing right here, and we was looking for price to go up there to them highs, what did I say as we were approaching this first presentation fair value gap? We said we wanted to see what? As we were approaching this first presentation fair value gap, we said we wanted to see what?
We wanted to see price. Campbell, move back, baby. We wanted to see price move with speed.
Move with speed through this right here.
Through it.
Yep. As we was approaching this, I said because what price is doing down here and the draws up there, you want to see speed through this first presentation fair value gap because this is a bullish PD array. I mean, a bearish PD array, and we're below it, right? So we're not bearish. So we want to see price push through it with like with meaning, right? Because we're going up there. Okay. And as these are 1 second candles now. Let me make them big for you. Right. These are 1 second candles. So in 2 seconds, price pushed through it. push through it very quick, rip through it in 2 seconds. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. It was just going up, right? You know what I'm saying? Just going up. Little herky jerky going up like, but it was moving up quickly, right? And then as price went through it, I was like, that's the speed you want to see. But then price started to do something, right? It started to do this right here, right? And then what did I say when price started to do this right here? When it made this move and came all the way down here, right? What did I say about this pullback, this retracement right here? I know you're busy with the baby, but help us out. I be wanting people to understand that I just don't be making this stuff up in hindsight. Jim Lump, one of y'all help out. She busy with the baby right now, man. Y'all help out. Nobody gonna help out. Nobody gonna help out. Look how they embarrassing me out here in these streets.
What was your question again?
Once we got the speed through the first presentation fair value gap, what did I say about this big pullback right here? After it bust through that first presentation, what did I say about this right here?
Well, I think you said that would give an opportunity to go below the midnight open, and
that was over here. That was over here. I'm talking about this one here. When we first bust through there, and we started pulling all the way back down here. These 1 second charts, so it look a little different. But when I said this right here was what? This move back down. You don't remember, Jim? Don't make me spell it all the way out because I can't spell. Unnecessary. This move here is unnecessary, and that's just manipulation. Right? Like this move, once the algorithm shows you exactly what you think it should be doing, and then it does something totally contrary, that's completely unnecessary, and it's manipulation. Right? It's manipulation. Okay? And then what happened at 9:45 today? Right? What happened at 9:45?
News.
We had news. Right. And so once we got here, and I was like, see, that's totally unnecessary. This is manipulation. And then I was like, oh yeah, we got news at 9:45. Right. So right here, this is from this candle here, this is 9:42, and this counter down here, this is right at 9:34 right here. So news is coming out in 1 minute. So since the algorithm had already shown you what it wanted to do, right? Guess what the algorithm did? It came back down to take out people that was right. It manipulated people out. You see what I'm saying? I said this is unnecessary. That's manipulation. So it came down below these lows and took out people that was right. Then it stayed there for a few seconds, and then it started it wanted to go up. The algorithm, it wanted to go up because if you was watching price, it was very herky jerky. It kept doing it was like it kept doing, and I even made the joke that when we was looking at the 1 second chart earlier this morning, I even made the joke that that the Fed was holding price. The Fed was like, oh boy, wait, boy, we gotta wait for the news. We gotta wait for the news. We gotta wait for the news. And then as soon as the news came out, they were like, okay, you can go. You can go. And then right here, as soon as the 9:45 candle dropped right here, right? Remember now, these are 1 second charts. Look at that move. From peaked, and we came up, and guess where we went to? Straight to the liquidity that the algorithm had been trying to get to in the first place. But because the news was getting ready to come out, they manipulated price back down to take out anybody that was right, and then held it because you could see the price trying to go. It was like real herky jerky. It was trying to get up there. The algorithm like, let me go, let me at him, let me at him, let me at him. And soon as 9:45 hit, in 1 second, we had a candle that moved 100. It moved 31 3/4 points. 31 3/4 points in less than 1 second, right? If I blow these candles up, as you can see, these are 1 second candles, right? So it moved 31 3/4 points in less than 1 second. And look how precise it moved. It moved right up to the high, one tick off the high of this new week opening gap, right? Since this is a bearish, no, is that bearish? No, it's bullish. Since this is a bullish new week opening gap, right? Who can tell me what that top price is right there? Since this is a bullish new week opening gap, what's the high of this purple box? What does that represent?
What's the high of this? Weekly open.
That's a weekly open. So it went from here up to a weekly open and stopped on a dime without taking it out, right? That weekly open is 22,062 even. The high on this candle right here is 22,061 3/4. One tick away from that high right there. Stopped on a dime, froze there. And then what did price do? It pulled back and then it went up and it swept that liquidity. It went up and it went. These are 1 second charts now. This is how fractal price is. It went up, stopped on a dime, pulled back, then it went up, swept the liquidity, and started to make its descent. Okay, dope. Makes sense? Y'all see it? And all of that happened inside of this 1 minute candle right here. Everything we was just looking at happened inside that 1 minute candle right there. All right. And we can see all of the structure. We can see all the structure that we see on any other time frame. See this here? This is a 1 second chart. Right? So all of this from this big green candle there, let me turn on my fancy dancy, from this big green candle here at 9:45 even, all the way over to this little green candle right here at 9:45 and 59 seconds. That's all one 1 minute candle, right? And if I stretchify this out, right? Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me go back to 1 minute, right? I'm going to highlight this 1 minute candle. Okay. I said I wasn't going to be in front of y'all long, didn't it? I did say that. I'm sorry, y'all. Right. Highlight this 1 minute candle there. See, now I'm highlighting that candle. Now I'm going to go back to the 1 second chart. And now you can see that's that 1 minute candle right there. All of that is that 1 minute candle right there. Now, let's do this. Put the meat back on the bone. And let's go and find our 1 minute candle. What did I do? I'm still on 1 second. Okay. Let's go and find our 1 minute candle that we highlighted right there. Okay. Now, see here. Now that we're there, that's our 1 minute candle there that we was looking at. And you could see all of that structure in that 1 minute candle. So inside that 1 minute candle, right, we could see the same type of thing as we see on these minute candles right here. All of that was playing out inside of that 1 minute candle. So those 60 candles that was inside this 1 minute candle was doing the same thing as all of these candles here. I just want to show the fractal nature of price. Right? I just want to show you the fractal nature of price for this entire candle right here. Right? Just the fractal nature of price. And if we go, let's go back, let's do it again and go back a few candles over so that we can really get a good view of, right? So we got this candle, that candle, that candle, and that candle there, right? Go back down to a 1 second chart, right? That's our first, the first candle is, this is highlighted here, right? So that's the first candle there. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm just having fun right now. Just showing the fractal nature of price, right? Because it gets boring just talking about, hey, price did this and price did that. Price did this and price did that. Okay. We'll make you yellow. Yellow, yellow, bobello, banana, nana, obello. B5, mofello. Yellow. Let's make you purple, purple. Oh, let's make you green. Nah, don't do green. We got a green candle there. Let's make you, we got a blue. We got a yellow. Let's go purple. And then let's go gray. We'll go gray. All right, now let's go back to 1 second. All right, we're going to 1 second. All right, now this right here is why I tell people there's no need to fear the lower time frames when you understand what price is doing. Okay, not saying go trade on 1 second charts. Not saying that by a long shot. Okay. Not saying that by a long shot, but just to show the fractal nature of price, right? This is the news candle where we started. Remember we said we got the blast off. It stopped there, froze, okay? Came down, went up, took out that buy side liquidity, right? Took out the buy side liquidity. Now, let's put a line up there for the buy side liquidity there, okay? We took out the buy side liquidity. Where's my line? Where's my line? Every time, where's my line? Okay, so what do we say? Right? Price came up, right, to that point. It pulled back, then it went up, took out the buy side, indicating that it possibly wants to go up because it took out the buy side. What do we say when we take buy side and reject off of it? I want to go that way, but not just yet, right? So then price pulled back down, right? We came down, started to break down, right? Got a low, got a high, right? So now it's made a range, right? We got the news candle that started off, boom, went there, right? We took out the buy side, right? Because this move continuing over here, right? This move continued over here. I mean, we took out some buy side, right? Indicating that we might want to go up. Now on this 1 second chart, we took out some buy side, indicating that we might want to go up, right? This is 9:45 coming into, right? Something new. We came into some news. I said 9:40. Yes, we came into some news, right? 9:45 coming into something new. We got some news, right? We set a high. Okay, right here we set a high there, right? We came down. We set a low here. All right. So price went up, set a high, price set a low, and then it started to trade back into the range. So now we got a range right here, right? We came back to roughly equilibrium of the range. We can run our Fibonacci tool and check it, right? We put the candles, the low there, the high there, right there. That's equilibrium of the range right here. Okay, so we come back up to equilibrium of the range, right? So now we look and we say, hey, we got some internal liquidity right here, internal buy side liquidity there. Okay, green dashed, right? We got some internal buy side liquidity right there, right? And then we're consolidating right here, and then we get an aggressive move into the sell side, right? We got an aggressive move into the sell side. This poke above the high right there was an indication that price may want to what? Continue higher, right? So we got a poke above the high indicating that price may want to continue higher, right? We come down, set a low, and then we come back to equilibrium and start engineering liquidity, right? Without taking out that high. Okay, we did not take out that high. We start engineering liquidity, and then price. Matter of fact, if we look here, initially we took out this low and rejected off of it. So that means I may want to go that way, but not just yet. I got some unfinished business. Okay, you can look at it on that side too, the same way we say I want to go that way, but not just yet. The same way here, we came below that low. I want to go that way, but not just yet. Okay, so we come here, engineer liquidity. When we get this aggressive move into the sell side, that is a signature or a indication of what is in the marketplace. Right, this big aggressive move into the sell side. That is a signature or indication of what is in the marketplace. It starts with an I. For anybody in the chat who think they know what it is.
Institutional sponsorship.
Institutional sponsorship. So if you see a sign that institutional sponsorship may be in the market, what other clues are you looking for verification that institutional sponsorship is in the market? Right? What clues are you looking for as soon as you see this one? What's the first thing you look for?
Buy side liquidity.
Looking for short-term liquidity in the market. Right? You're looking for short-term liquidity in the market, a place where the algorithm has engineered buy-side liquidity. We came here, we said we were consolidating, we're engineering liquidity. If you look here, we have relative equal highs right there, right? Then we displace away, attacking the sell side. So we got displacement into a low. We got buy side liquidity in the market. And then once we see our buy side liquidity in the market, we see the attack. What are we waiting for then to let us know that, yes, this is institutional sponsorship?
Speed or displacement away.
Displacement. We're looking for displacement. So now we got our signatures. We got attack of liquidity, liquidity left in the market above or below price. So we're going to look at it like if you're bearish, attack of sell side, buy side liquidity left in the market. If you're bullish, attack of buy side, sell side liquidity left in the market. Again, attack of buy side, sell side left in the market. If you're bullish, attack of sell side, buy side left in the market. And then you want to see your displacement, right? Depending on your level of I need confirmation, right? Depending on your level of I need confirmation, right? We have several opportunities here where this first one here, right? Once we came up here, right? What did we create? Inversion fair value gaps, a change in the state of delivery, bullish fair value gaps. If that's enough confirmation for you, there's an entry off of a fair value gap, off of a order block. This order block is where our change in the state of delivery resides, right? All of that right there is opportunity to get in, right? And then if that's not enough confirmation for you, right, you got another opportunity where you see that price is respecting this and it displaces away and it trades back down into, pick your PD array over here that is trading back down into, right? I see a liquidity void. I see a fair value gap, right? I don't know if we touched that propulsion block or not. I can't tell if we touched it. Right there, look like we got close to it. But anyway, right up in there, opportunity to get long off of that. If that's not enough, right, we have where we came back to complete the market maker buy model there, taking out the buy side liquidity in the market, right? Completing the market maker buy model, taking out the buy side liquidity. Now you got a breaking market structure, a bullish breaking market structure there from the high to the low, bullish breaking market structure now, right? And now once you get above there, then price comes back down into the fair value gap, right? Push up, manipulates out one time, being manipulative, right? We're in high resistance conditions, right? Push up, right? Come back down, right? Make equal lows. Don't take the low out, but make equal lows. We're in high resistance conditions still, okay? And then we displace away, right? Coming back above that internal liquidity. Remember we said we had this internal buy side liquidity there that I don't know why it changed back to a straight line, but I had it as a dash. I think I undid it, right? I think I hit undo too many times. Right, that came to that internal buy side that we talked about, consolidated on top of there, and then right here, at this time here, a quick little sweep there, take out that liquidity there before popping up above that high. Because what did we do here? We came up here and we made relative equal highs, right? We came right up to the buy side, made relative equal highs, okay, pulled down, swept out. Anybody that had their stop right there just before the run up, forced traders in that said we're too tall, we're too high, we got to go down, and then we quickly reversed and punished everybody. And all of this is within 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And that is the fractal nature of price action, right? The exact same thing that we talk about every single day on the daily, on the 4 hour, on the 60 minute, on the 15 minute, on the 5 minute, on the 1 minute. Everybody's afraid of the 1 minute because that's too low. That and remember on them when we was looking at that second chart. Do y'all remember, gang? Y'all remember when we was looking at that second chart this morning and I was trying to run that Fibonacci tool to it, and every time I tried to let it go, the chart was moving so fast I couldn't click it to the 1 second high. I was like, God dog, it was the seconds was clicking so fast. This how I was trying to put it on the next second chart. It was just like this. I'm like, if you don't stay still, like I could not get that thing to click on that 1 second high. I couldn't get. It was moving just that quick. Them second candles like they were clicking so quick, but we still see the fractal. Wells J Rock said, "Oh, now I get it." Hey man, it's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. 6:59. Do y'all got anything for me? Y'all got any questions for me? Did this make any sense to y'all? Looking at how price moved on these 1 second candles, looking at the fractal nature of price, did this make any sense to y'all?
Yes,
Or is
it
it-
makes sense.
What's up, Tasha? Hey, tell my homeboy Snoopy I said, "Arf, arf, 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 arf." Today we swept previous day high and dumped with the change in state of delivery, right? Let us go see. Let's go to 15-minute charts. What time? Hey, Sage, what time frame you watch? And what instrument you watch? What's your time frame of choice, Sage? He did not say hello. I know he ain't say hello. He said something. 15 minutes for entry, 4 hour for higher time frame. All right. Let's do this right here. We're going to take this garbage off the chart. We're going to turn off all of my stuff, and we're going to put it on 4 hour candles. No, let's go to daily candles first. Swing on dailies for external liquidity. All right. We're going to come here. That's the daily high. That's the daily low. All right. That's our daily high, our daily low. Okay. We're going to come here. Boop. Boop. So that's our high, that's our low. 4 hour candles, right? We talked about this earlier, right? Before the New York session, the 4 hour chart wasn't giving us anything. We was like, we just in a range, right? We're just in a range on the 4 hour chart. So coming into it, we were just in a range, okay? So as we came into on the 4 hour chart, all right, we went up. First of all, we took out yesterday's high in the first 4 hours, right? In the first 4 hour candle. First 4 hour candle, we took out the highs, right? The second 4 hour candle, right? We set relative equal highs. Okay, we set relative equal highs with the second 4 hour candle. Let me make this bigger so y'all can see. I keep forgetting I'm looking at, some nice size monitors here, and it's people that's watching from their devices. Okay, so this right here is the open. Right, this is our opening candle here. I ain't got enough room to draw. So that's our opening candle, right? Matter of fact, let's do this right here. Gold star for Marcus. Where's my... I don't have a star. I'm wishing on a star. Oh my goodness. Give me a circle. Give me something. Where's my freaking circle? Who know what a circle is in here? There you go. All right. All right. God dog it. That's our open candle right there. All right. So that's our open candle. Right. So the second 4-hour candle, we set relative equal highs. Right. The high of the first 4-hour candle was 0.5850. That's right. 0. So equal highs, exact equal highs. All right. And then we just was like kind of consolidating. We set a low during the 4-hour candle during the London from 2 to 6, right? We set a low here, right? We set a low there. All right, that's our, matter of fact, I just put a line there. That's our London low. All right. All right, that's our London low there. And then 6 a.m. we went up and took out the overnight with the 6 a.m. candle, the candle from 6 to 10, we took out the overnight high. Right. So now we need to go down to the 15-minute because during this 4-hour candle here, God dog it. Where'd my stuff go? Okay, yeah, it's still there. Okay, so during that 4-hour candle is when stuff started to move. Okay, so here we are. Let's turn on our New York again. Okay, so now coming into the New York session, right, based off of the 4-hour and the 15-minute, as we were saying before, coming into the New York session, we got us a raid on liquidity, right? So right at this point, right? At this point here, this is 10 p.m., right? This is 10 p.m. This is a good lesson. And I know you didn't ask for all this, Sage, but this is a good lesson in what we talk about of time and price, right? Time and price. So anybody, somebody in the gang, or somebody not in the gang, right? At this 9:15 candle, right? We took out that high, right? This is Thursday's high, right? This 9:15 candle, we took out that high. When in the sense of the algorithm did we take out this high? Was it for, because this right here, we said this was our starting candle. This was our beginning candle right here. Remember when I put the thing on the low of the candle? This was our beginning candle, right? Was this sweep of that high for the algorithm during today's trading, or was it during yesterday's trading? This 9:15 candle right there. As far as the algorithm is concerned,
It would be yesterday because it was before midnight.
it was before midnight. Very good. This right here is our midnight open. So this is the start of the day for the algorithm right here. So let us get us another little circle here. Come here, circle, right? We're going to put it here, and we're going to make this one green, right? No, we're going to make this one a different. We're going to make it, I guess we can make it green. We'll just darken it up some, right? That's the start of the day for the algorithm. So when we swept this high here, right, this was still in that day over there. Okay, so we come here after midnight and we start a new day, right? As we start our new day, we are starting our new day when we come into the New York session, right? We come into the New York session. And then look here now, this high right here was made, right? This is the 4 o'clock candle. So this is right around New York close, right? Because this is the 4 o'clock close. And then this right here is like the 4:15 close. This is like when the settlement, all the settlement get done up in here, up in this time right here, right? So this is right around New York settlement right there. That's when that high was made, right? And then we coming over here in a new day for the algorithm, and we're chopping, having our ball, right? And when we come into 9:30, what does 9:30 start? 9:30 starts the New York session, right? So this New York session yesterday happened to set the high of the day, right? And then when this New York session closed, right? When this New York session closed, it closed over here somewhere. Just put a line over there, right? That's our 4:15 close right there, right? So when our 4:15 closed right there, we closed right there. So today, and look how close it is. It don't have to be that close, but look how close it is that the algorithm opened up this new New York session so close to the old one, right? So as we're chopping through the night, chopping left and right, we come into 9:30 and we take off to the upside and we take out yesterday's high. 9:30 New York session has an opportunity to trade above yesterday's high, because all of this right here, that's done during Globex. That's Globex stuff over there. A New York trading session haven't had an opportunity to punish anyone in the New York trading session that's waiting right over here. They ain't had a chance to humiliate anybody yet. So they get above yesterday's high. And not only do they get above yesterday's high, they go ahead and punish everybody from the Globex time also. All right? So we get above that. And coming into the New York session, we take the high, and then we come down and take out the low. That sent us there. What is that? That is a Judas swing, right? We go up, take the high, boop, take the low, right? And when you take the high and take the low, as Sage said, that right there is our change in the state of delivery, right there. When we came down and took that low, right? When we came and took that low right there, that right there gave us our official break in market structure, because this gave us a break in market structure when we traded through that low right there, right at midnight. That gave us a break in market structure. But this one right here, that was like the nail in the coffin, right? To really let you know I'm going the other way. Because on some level, you just completed a market maker sale model coming back to that low. You did some damage, right? You did some damage when you took out that low, right? And since we took out this intermediate term low, we can anticipate a deeper retracement, right? We took out that intermediate term low there, so we can anticipate a deeper retracement, right? And we're not just retracing to some arbitrary place. No, not at all. Right? We come back to our change in the state of delivery, right? But not only did we come back to our change in the state of delivery, I'm going to share with you something that not many people will catch. We're about to look at the extreme fractal nature of Al Gore, of the algorithm on this price. If we look here, if we mark this out right here, boop, 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 I'm going to leave it gray, right? Can somebody tell me what this appears to be to Lil Timmy Rogers' eyes on this 15-minute time frame? We start at 9:30 right here. Right? On this 15-minute time frame, what would that be right there that I just marked out for this 15-minute time frame, what is that? Somebody tell me what that is. Put it in the chat. What kind of fair value gap? We start at 9:30 here. The first fair value gap on the 15-minute chart. All right. Tim, why are you pointing this out? Why are you pointing this out? I'm pointing this out. You will see in just a second why I'm pointing this out. I'm going to take some stuff off the chart so it won't jump around when I move down. Okay. Now, let's go down to a 5-minute chart, right? We come down to a 5-minute chart, right? 9:30 started right here, right? We can't use that 9:30 candle, right? This is our 9:35 candle, right? This is our 9:36 candle. Oh, look at there. There's no touching there. That's a fair value gap. That's a fair value gap. Let's do that. First of session. 5-minute time frame. Let's darken him up a little bit. Let's darken him up a little bit. First of session. 5-minute time frame. How about that? All right. Now, I'll do you one further. Let's go down to a 1-minute chart. If I go to a 1-minute chart and I come over here to what me and the gang marked out earlier today, did I delete it? I deleted it. I did. I deleted it with my other stuff. But if we look here, right, this is the 9:30 candle. I deleted it earlier. Y'all, it was on there earlier. Y'all saw it earlier, right? Y'all saw it earlier when I had it on there because we was talking about it. If you don't think so, go back and rewind. First of session, 1 minute fair value gap. All right. So when you look at the 1 minute chart, right, after we came down and took out that liquidity down here, we tapped that liquidity. Remember we said we took out an intermediate term low right here, right? We took out an intermediate term low. We can anticipate a deeper retracement. We came back up into our change in the state of delivery on the 15-minute time frame. We came back up into our first presentation fair value gap on the 1 minute time frame. We came back into our first presentation on the 5-minute. Look at the bodies of the candles. Look at the bodies of the candles. Our first presentation on the 5-minute time frame. Look at the bodies of the candle. Our first presentation on the 15-minute time frame. Look at the bodies of the candles. Tim, why did it go all the way up there? The wicks do the damage. Where did the wicks go? To some arbitrary place? No, it came to the first presentation on the 1 minute chart. And then after trading back to, like Sage said, it traded back to the change in the state of delivery. It traded back to the first presentation fair value gap on all three of these time frames. And then it gave up the ghost coming all the way back down to the sell side liquidity right there. And that, people, is the way the cookie crumbles. Golly gee willikers, this stuff really works. Yes, we did take out yesterday's high, gave a change in the state of delivery, retraced back into the change of state of delivery, and gave up the ghost down to the sell side liquidity. that is what we did. And that liquidity would be yesterday's low. That is yesterday's low. Took out yesterday's high, changed state delivery, and took out yesterday's low. You're welcome, Sage. All right. I got about 40 minutes before I have to link up with the gang this evening for the Q&A. Gang. Y'all need to pull up with your hard-hitting questions. Jim, pull up. Ready to talk. Ready to go over the plan. If we have nothing, it's going to be a short one. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Again, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's just big spot if you don't hablo Espanol. And I'd like to thank you for tuning in. If you found value in this, please share it with someone that you think may find value in it with it too. Please do that. Do that for me. I'll appreciate it. All right, Sage, take it easy, man. The rest of y'all, take it easy too. Hey, go enjoy your families. Have a good time. It's Friday night, man. Hang out with your family, man. Go see Flight Risk. All right, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Gone. Oh, yeah. Be safe out here in these trading streets, man. Gone.